Dear young friends, salutations, respects to you, welcome you all. Thank you for giving this opportunity to be with you for studying Geeta, and congratulations for your readiness to spare some time to learn the bits of wisdom which are going to help you long way throughout your life for your outer success and management, inner peace and happiness. The only purpose of these sessions are to bring to our cognition the great grand wisdom hidden specially in Gita Shastra, guiding us all in our outer and inner achievements. There's no doubt at all. For whatever the reasons, we were away so far from our Shastras. Never mind, past is past. Now on, for our every inner peace, innermost bliss, outer success, all the tips, all the wisdoms, all the guidances required are very much available in Gita. Only thing is, you should have the knack of finding the interest to study, the knack of going to our teachers and listening from them, and the knack of respecting and valuing it and referring it to it as frequently as possible, so that those knowledge bits are by hearted or imbibed by us, assimilated by us. If you can reach to that level, take the Gita as support, no failure is encountered throughout life. Yeah, Gita not only helps us in succeeding in the outer endeavors of career, etc. Geetha helps in succeeding in the management of every layer of our personality, whether it is body or the mind or intellect or whatever it is. Sabka balance Geeta ji sikhayega. Yeah, thank you. Like every day today also, the three topics. First is the mantra, second one is common sense thought, third is Geeta. Today from Bhagavad Gita, we are going to see chapter 3, verse number 8. So here the Gita is mainly for spiritual seekers. So we are also not less. So we will also listen little of it. So here Bhagavan Krishna tells ki we are telling you to make karma as karma yoga. But before that, which karmas can be made as karma yoga means which are the actions which we have to take up and do. And equally important is which are the actions though we can do, but they are to be avoided because they are detrimental. कि क्या करें क्या ना करें ये भी पता होना चाहिए. So this shloka talks about that. So all the three it comes talks. One is if you don't perform or act, your day-to-day activities, schedules, transactions also will not happen. Point one. Therefore, point two is what? It is always better to act. Don't be lazy, lethargic. Point three, when you have to act, you must know which actions to be done so that we get rewards, we get blessings, we get cooperations, we get appreciations, we get inner satisfactions. Equally true is we must know which are the detrimental things which we have to avoid in our life. So this eighth shloka talks about that one. Only one shloka today we'll do just for 10-12 minutes. Clear? Now as every day, let us start with the chanting of the Gayatri mantras which are learned so far. Today Thursday, we'll learn one Gayatri mantra about our Brahma Deva, Chaturmukha Brahma, who is not only the creator but is the total subtle body of the entire cosmos. Clear? First, let us do what we learned in Sunday. Before that, three times Omkara and Sahana Bhavatu. Sit straight, close the eyes. I am sure by now you have by hearted the mantras. Chant them with all devotion, all concentration. Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sunday, Lord Surya. Om Bhaskaraya Vidmahe Mahadyutikaraaya Dhimahi Tanno Aditya Prachodayat. Monday, Lord Shiva. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudraha Prachodayat. Tuesday, we have learnt about Bhagavan Subramanya. Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahasenaya Dhimahi Tanna Shanmukha prachodayat. Yesterday, Wednesday, Ganapati. Tat Purushaya vidmahe Vakratundaya dhimahi Tanno Dantihi prachodayat. Of Bhagavan Ganapati, another Gayatri mantra is Ekadantaya vidmahe Vakratundaya dhimahi Tanno Dantihi prachodayat. With this Veda mantra chanting, concentration grows, memory power grows, impurities go away, whole the body gets divine powers, vibrations, and the meaning of it is so beautiful. If you know it, you can develop your devotion, surrender, prayers. Not one, yeah, so many benefits are there. That's why being jealous of our Hindus and their glory, greatness, because of these practices, having felt jealousy, they others tried always to attack our culture and tradition. Even now it's going on. Only just because we are so great and they are jealous. They want to destroy. Somehow or the other they try to do it. But we are always there again to reinstate all the past lost glory. Today we learn the mantra of Bhagavan Brahma Deva. Trinity में पहले वाले. The सृष्टिकर्ता ब्रह्मा, स्थितिकर्ता विष्णु, लयकर्ता शिवा. So the creator Brahma Deva is also called as Hiranyagarbha. Okay, he is the one from whom entire creation came. He is said to have come from the lotus, from the navel of Bhagavan Narayana when he is seated or sleeping in that reclined pose in that Ksheerasagar. So these are all out of scientific, spiritual, symbolic meanings are there. And very much Narayana Bhagavan Hai Brahmadeva is there for the creation and all. So the mantra for him is Vedatmanaya Vidmahe Hiranyagarbhaya Dhimahi Tanno ब्रह्म प्रचोदयात. बहुत बहुत पावरफुल मंत्र है. बहुत कम लोग जानते हैं इसको एंड पढ़ते भी हैं. वेरी फ्यू नो इट एंड चैंट. वेदात्मनाय विद्महे हिरण्यगर्भाय धीमहि तन्नो ब्रह्म प्रचोदयात. Brahmadeva is not only the creator, but he is called as the total subtle body which is guiding the total gross world. If we can tune to the total subtle Paramatma and surrender to him, by his grace, every power comes to us to succeed. These are all very high philosophical thoughts. I will not go that much into detail, but we can worship Brahmadeva. He is the writer in our forehead. He is the one giver of Jnanam in Brahmaloka continuously, and he is the one creator also. So when we propitiate him, that itself is great sadhana upasana punyam. He'll give us better birth, better life, better knowledge. Even he can take us to his loka, Brahma loka. There's only one thing goes on. Brahmadeva teaching jnanam, and in that jnanam, all the listeners revel, along with Brahmadeva. At the time of that Mahapralaya, they all merge in Paramatma. That's all are there. So this much we know ki Brahmadeva's kripa helps us in becoming wiser, helps us in gaining the knowledge. He is a protector, he is a creator. So that much remember. So Om Vedatmanaya Vidmahe Hiranya Garbhaya Dhimahi Tanno Brahma Prachodayatu. So this one today will chant for 12 times. Om Vedatmanaya Vidmahe Hiranya Garbhaya Dhimahi Tanno Brahma Prachodayat. Om Vedatmanaya Vidmahe Hiranyagarbhaya Dhimahi Tanno Brahma Prachodayat. Om Vedatmanaya Vidmahe Hiranyagarbhaya Dhimahi Tanno Brahma Prachodayat. Om Vedatmanaya Vidmahe Hiranyagarbhaya Dhimahi Tanno Brahma Prachodayat. Om Vedatmanaya Vidmahe हिरण्यगर्भाय धीमहि तन्नो ब्रह्म प्रचोदयात्. ओम वेदात्मनाय विद्महे हिरण्यगर्भाय धीमहि तन्नो ब्रह्म प्रचोदयात्. ओम वेदात्मनाय विद्महे हिरण्यगर्भाय धीमहि तन्नो ब्रह्म प्रचोदयात्. ओम वेदात्मनाय विद्महे हिरण्यगर्भाय धीमहि तन्नो ब्रह्म प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेदात्मनाय विद्महे हिरण्यगर्भाय धीमहि तन्नो ब्रह्म प्रचोदयात्। 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 ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Thank you, friends. Today I have learned this Veda mantra. So many we are going to learn. Don't worry. But you have to practice every day. All those at least 1 or 2 times. Become master of it. You will be having a good treasure of all these things for you to revel whenever you need the peace, whenever you need empowerment, whenever you need some deeper solution for the deeper problems. The divinity will reveal when you tune through these mantras to him. There's no doubt at all. In today's common sense thought, the thought is very simple. I don't need to elaborate at all. Just if I remind it, you wise youngsters are so quick, fast to catch it. And that is, let us not waste the resources. This is the common sense. Let us not waste any of the resources. Be careful, conscious about them, make best use of them. If it is not useful to you, give it to someone who can use it, but don't waste any of the resources. There are very gross resources, matter oriented resources, divine given resources, natural resources, our own internal resources. So many of them are there. We, the human beings on the earth, if not one, the other resource, we go on destroying or spoiling or wasting. That intelligence or common sense we must have not to waste any resource. List out all the resources which we are requiring and we are using them. तो उनका थोड़ा भी no, for whatever reason of youngsters being very rich, lavish, lot of money they have, that many things they just throw resources उनको. They don't know the value of those things. आई तो बिलीव इन दैट कि एक फ्रूट है या कोई वेजिटेबल है तो चावल है, फेंक देते हैं हम ऐसे ही छोड़कर. अरे एक एक चावल ग्रेन को बनाने के लिए हाउ मच दैट भूमाता एंड दैट पर्टिकुलर पैडी, दैट वन इज वर्किंग हार्ड डे इन एंड आउट टू ब्रिंग आउट दैट राइस, एंड वी जस्ट थ्रो इट. हाउ मेनी months the trees have to work to bring out those fruits or vegetables, just like we throw it. How can it be done? Let it be useful, if not to you, someone. So whether it is the food item resources, whether it may be utensil resources, useful item of the clothes, etc. resources, whatever they may be, let us not abuse or misuse or waste them. Make a right use of it. Whenever we can't, send it to that place where it is useful. That way, the parents are resources. Take guidance from them. Friends are resources. Cooperatively grow together. Teachers are resources. Get guided from them, blessed by them. Bhagavan himself is a resource. Invoke his blessings also. Beautiful resource called nature in front of us. Let us not spoil it or waste it. The water resources, the ground energy resources, and even solar energy resources. एक एक चीज जो है इतना महान है, इतना उपयोगी है, हमें कोई भी थोड़ा भी वेस्ट नहीं करना. नेवर इमेजिन इन द रॉन्ग वे कि ये थोड़ा ही तो मैं फेंक रहा हूँ. यार इफ एवरीबडी थोड़ा थोड़ा फेंकेंगे तो सारा खत्म ही हो जाएगा ना. The thought is wrong. Even little bit also protected from wasting, you have done a great thing. So too, even little wasted also waste. Especially the children have this nonsense habit of wasting, throwing, and all the things. So too, some youth. The worst thing which I see in some places are when their exams are over, all those books or papers, they tear it and throw it on the roads. How dirty it is. What a worst of the culture. Who gave that. In many places I see children after the exam, their books, notebook, they tear and throw. What is this? You are tearing Saraswati Mata. How will she give you the education? Nonsense it is. And also again on the dining table. How much you want, that much you serve. Don't take extra and throw it. Whenever you go to marriages, हर जगह पे इतना ज़्यादा परोसते हैं, you can't eat and it is thrown. 70% of food items are wasted only in all such big functions. Because over enthusiasm, they serve so much, but the food is different types of very much oily or masala वगैरह पूरा खाया नहीं जाएगा, so थोड़ा खाते भर गए हो, and what do? You throw it. Don't do that one. So any resource, let us not waste. I have told you some of them. Remaining thing you can write down. The body also is a resource, senses also resources, mind also is a resource. Is it not the energy of the mind, etc.? How can we waste all of them by wrong thoughts? How can we waste the energy resources of body and senses by wrong indulgences and become nikamma, ineffective when you have to work towards your goal? क्लियर? डोंट वे एनी आदत बना दो, बस जितना चाहिए उतना यूज करना, थोड़ा भी एक्स्ट्रा यूज नहीं करना, उतने लिमिट्स में रहने का सीखो, तो यू विल बी अप्रिशिएटेड विद द प्रकृति, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट ए ग्रीडी फेलो, लैविश फेलो, वेस्टिंग फेलो. देखो द प्रकृति माता ब्लेसेस विथ वट एवर यू नीड इट, वट एवर टाइम यू वांट. दोज आर रिसोर्सेज दे आर वेस्टिंग. दोज पीपल, जब जरूरत होती है, द टोटलिटी विल नॉट गिव दैट फेलो व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड. क्यों? तुमने वेस्ट किया. You understand it? On the other hand, where right use we are making, respecting and revering every resource, the resource giver, divinity or nature, whoever you call, whomever you believe, they will always replenish us with what we need. So the food resource, the water resource, the human resources, the body, mind, senses resource, you should not waste. Natural resources. That's what is the thought, common sense. ऐसे फेंकते जाना, ऐसे थ्रो करते जाना, आधा खा के फेंक देना. Never. Even money also, big resource. Many have the knack of wasting the money by buying so many unwanted things and they're all thrown that one. Never use. खिलौने दुकान गए, 10 खिलौने लाए, खेल ही नहीं रहे. Go to bookstall, buy 20 books but not studying only. Go to electronic shop and buy all the electronic playthings, so you are not using only. These are all resources waste. Money resource का wastage कहते हैं उसको. Everything, the petrol is a resource. Unnecessarily you are going, petrol is wasted and it becomes costly. Everything is a resource. We are not telling you not to use at all, but you should know the limits. जितना यूज करें, जिसके बाद उसको वेस्ट कहते हैं, नहीं करते जाना. That's it. Today's thought of common sense. Now come to Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, 8th shloka. Which action is noble action, which can be made as karma yoga? These were the spiritual seekers. So too, we should be very clear that everything and anything we can do doesn't mean that everything and anything we do. There are some things which can be done but should not be done. There are some things which are difficult to be done but must be done. That discretion right from beginning if we have, along with our own career related goals and works, in this front also we are well equipped. We will never be failures in the world. So far till yesterday we talked about the failure of your own careers, your own study. Now getting appreciation from the people also is success. Depreciation getting is also failure. Getting non-cooperation from the people also a failure. You should see that people cooperate with you, love you, trust you, befriend you, are there always with you. This is success. It depends on how you act in this world. Vocal action, physical action, or the mind's action. How do you do? Depending on that, all these successes of having lots of friends or appreciations come to us. Not otherwise. So we must know. So this is the shloka 8th one in chapter 3 of Geeta. Tells every one of us the 4 types of action that are there possible. Among them, that one should never be done, second should be reduced, third should be increased, fourth comes to you once in a while. So focus on this third and fourth. That's what they say. Now let us chant the shloka. Word by word meaning I'll tell you. Total meaning, what is the lesson for us. Okay. Let us chant it. 8th verse of 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Gita Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Athat Trutiyodhyayah Karma Yoga Shri Bhagavanuvach Ashtamah Shlokaha 3 times. Om Niyatam Kuru Karma Tvam Karmajyayo Hyakarmanah Sharirayatra Pichate Na Prasiddhyeda Karmanah Niyatam Kuru Karma Tvam Karmajyayo Hyakarmanah Sharirayatra Pichate Na Prasiddhyeda Karmanah Niyatam Kuru Karma Tvam Karmajyayo Hyakarmanah Sharirayatra Pichate Na Prasiddhyeda Karmanah. Before I explain this shloka to you, little introduction. See, we live our outer life depending on our inner decisions. We take inner decisions depending on our deeply rooted knowledges or ignorances in the core of our heart, which are gathered in many, many lives. And in so many lives, if you have gathered only the wrong impressions, wrong notions, wrong values, wrong habits, etc., in our causal body or in the very subtle place, those thoughts alone come in the mind, and that's what the actions we do. Therefore, what we have to do as we are coming regularly to the class is any of the knowledge that we are gaining here, make it as a medicine or an arrow. Take this medicine or arrow to deep core of your own heart. And whatever the ignorance or negative things are there, diseases, take this knowledge as medicine and use it in your core of heart to remove the disease which is opposite to this knowledge. And also take this knowledge and arrow and eliminate or kill the negative enemy in your own heart which is opposite to this knowledge. If from the core of our personality, if you don't change by using this knowledge, and only superficially we listen, only gather information, that also only to forget it. गीता नहीं, भगवान कृष्ण नहीं, कोई भी हमको न मदद कर सकते, न बदल सकते, न बचा सकते हैं. Therefore, from today onwards, we have to become a little grown up and matured to take deep into our heart this knowledge, and that should eliminate the opposite notions, and this knowledge should rule our heart as well our minds as well as our actions outside. Then only we are benefited, then only we grow. Many a number of people not knowing it keep their own inner heart as it is with all negativities. Superficially they listen, they talk, etc. Like many of the diseases, symptomatic therapy is done. Temperature is removed, rubor is removed, calorie is removed, dollar is removed, the swelling is removed, but inside the disease creating enzymes are the organisms are continuously there. Then will not the disease relapse again and again? What is the best way of medication or treatment? Is it not we should go to the root level and eliminate from there so that the body health remains for a long time? Ayurveda aims at that. Ayurveda never worries much about symptoms. It goes to the root and tries to eliminate there. Nowadays, symptomatically also to pain relief from pain, they are developing. Many Ayurvedic intelligent doctors take allopathy medicine for preventive, for the symptomatic cure of removing the pains, but they do the actual curing based on Ayodhya, based on this Ayurveda, going up to the root level. Root में नहीं जाओगे, disease नहीं जाएगा. In the same way, all of us are living our own inner scars of some scars which are non-positive. Either non-positive or ignorant or misunderstood. They have to be replaced by this knowledge. So that it's all basing on knowledge of Gita you are living a life, or basing on ignorance which you are carrying from so many lives. That is your choice. So whatever we studied in last 51 classes and whatever we are going to study next 100 classes, our goal is, if one of these knowledges or wisdoms are understood by us, accepted by us, convinced by us, we should send it to the heart deeply. And कहना अपने आप को अभी ये होगा मेरा ज्ञान का आधार, मेरा आधार ज्ञान का जीवन जीने के लिए. ये वाला ज्ञान मेरा आधार होगा मेरा जीवन के लिए. Like your Aadhaar card for your identity, for life also, this should be the Aadhaar. Gita Jnanam is the base for my thinking, my decisions, my actions. That way, when we live, we get really transformed from non-positive to positive. Success becomes our nature or habit. Yeah. Now, what this shloka says, Bhagavan Krishna is telling Arjuna. Three words, three sentences saying. First, niyatam kuru karmatvam. Second, karma jyayohi akarmanaha. Third, sharira yatra api cha te na prasiddhet akarmana. So let us see from the third one because it's chota chota hai. Then first one we come to. He says te akarmanaha sharira yatra api na prasiddhet. What an important thing it is. You see, if you are becoming nikamma day by day, akarmanaha, not working, becoming so much lazy day by day, your sharira yatra also you can't do. There are two ways of seeing it. I'm not going to work, therefore I will not get a salary. Then how will my day-to-day life be lived? शरीर यात्रा के लिए खाना चाहिए, खाना खाने के लिए पैसा चाहिए. आप you are not working and earning, how will you get the money? So your sharira yatra of general living also is not possible because nobody is going to give money or food for the entire life. It is not allowed. Nothing should be given free for long time. Nobody gives. Even Bhagavan made entire creation of beings and he gave them talents and he has kept the food somewhere. They have to go and find their food. Bhagavan never gives to their mouth. Are you understanding this point? Sharira yatra bhi nahi chalega is that one. You can't even have your livelihood taken care if you are not working. You have to depend on others. Others will belittle you. अब देखो आजकल की दुनिया ऐसी हो गई ना, जब तक आप पैसे कमा के दोगे, योर पत्नी बच्चे ऑल्सो दे ओनली रेस्पेक्ट यू. द मोमेंट यू आर डिसीज्ड और योर सैलरी इज रिड्यूस्ड, दे स्टार्ट डिवेलिंग यू. दे लाइक कचरे के टुकड़े की तरफ फेंक देंगे हमको. दिस द नेचर इट हैज बिकम द वर्ल्ड. The wife stops respecting the husband once he is retired or not getting money to her required money. Even if she's earning little more than this boy, she says, I am earning more than you, you are good for nothing. ऐसा ही जिंदगी आजकल. Many of the quarrels in the domestic happen because of that. तेरा पैसा मेरा पैसा, मैं अपने मायके में यूज करेंगी, तू अपना यूज करना या तुम नहीं करना मैं करूँ. What a nonsense they are doing. They don't have any common sense to sit together and plan out. At least go and ask some Mahatma, they tell you. Anyway, that's not our topic. Our topic is, if you're not doing karma, your Sharira Yatra also will not happen. Your Naukri will not be there, you will not have salary, even to day-to-day life to meet both the ends. Second meaning of is what is for us applicable. Ki so much lazy we are. Because of which even our small little day-to-day routine also we are not able to do. Are we not so on our Sundays days? Sunday आते ही we just give such a permission relaxation to us कि शरीर यात्रा भी नहीं होता, उठकर वॉशरूम भी नहीं जाते, उठकर दांत भी नहीं मांजते हैं. How a laziest stony life we do. अकर्मी. 11-12 उठा, थोड़ा ऐसे बेड काफी, बेड की बेड ब्रेकफास्ट and sitting in front of TV watching all useless India England semi-final, India batting, and again eating and sleeping. Your Sharir Yatra of freshening your body, cooking your food, cleaning your house, making things ready for yourself, even that you can't do if you don't work, my dear. They were never yield to non-performance. This was said already in 47 Shloka, second chapter. कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलेतुर्भुः मा ते संघास्तु अकर्मणि. Never ever you attach to non-performance. So here also te akarmanaha sharira yatra vichya te na prasiddhet. For you non-performer, even your daily routine also cannot be done. Point one. Before that, what is the second point? Ki karma chyayo hi akarmanaha. It is always better to keep on performing than being lazy and dependent. As long as we are alive. If you don't want to work, just tie a huge stone and jump into a river with water. So that don't come up. This is the only way where you can avoid the work. Eternally, karmaha akarmanaha jayaha. Action is always nobler than non-action. Habit of acting continuously, regularly, vigorously in the fields required, we must make that. Nothing in life should be giving us the wrong training of laziness. याद रखना, मन शांत एक जगह होना है टुवर्ड द लक्ष्य, बॉडी दौड़ते रहना है. If the mind is running, mind is destroyed. If the body is one place, body is destroyed. देह को भागते रहना है, मन को एक जगह टिकाना है. Keeping the mind at one place is called as yoga, mental. Body being running and exercising and working and keeping fit and using it for best of purpose is called as yoga, again at the body level. So karma jaya hi akarmana. When we don't act, all opportunities are going away, others are grabbing them, they are growing, and we just start falling down. Age also is crossing. Nowhere we reach to if we yield to non-performance. That is why देखो, नौकरी नहीं आया करके वेट करना नहीं. Any small little job, even if they don't give salary, खाना भी देते हैं तो वो करना चाहिए. 4 बच्चों को बिठा के उनको मैथ्स फिजिक्स सिखाओ. Without job, Ujjogam Purusha Lakshanam, even one day we should be, without job we should not be there. That should be the commitment. Karma Jyayo hi akarmanaha. This most intoxicating, dangerous, what do you say, addicting thing called as sleeping or enjoying the non-performance is the worst thing for an individual as well as total. The habit of non-performance is the worst of the habits which will create destruction to the individual and total. Sometimes even if it's a wrong action, it is better you do, at least you know na, what is wrong, what is right. You can come to doing right thing. कर ही नहीं रहे तो ये डिपेंड ही होएगा सबके ऊपर. That is why last 3 years Bhagavan is troubling all the worldly people who are becoming lazy by sending a disease. उसका नाम क्या है? कोरोना, कोरोना, कोरोना. नहीं करूंगा फिर मरोना, मरोना, मरोना. जिसने किया वो जिया, जो नहीं किया वो मरा. Is it not? Corona, CORONA, but we can call it a corona. नहीं करेगा तो मरेगा तो. Keep on working, keep on working, keep on working. ठीक है? This is the second point. Third one is what? Your Sharira Yatra also will not happen if you don't work. Second is karma is always better than non-performance. Now comes first shloka, first point. What are the karmas that are available to be performed by the human beings? Among them, which are allowed to be done, which are not to be done. We must be very clear. Clear? So, in general, they are said to be 5 types of karmas that are possible to be performed. How many? 5 types of karmas that are there possible to be performed by human beings. Okay, what are those 5 ones? First one is called as Nishiddha karma. What one is called as the Nishiddha karma. Nishiddha karma means, in the word only you can see the meaning, the prohibitory actions. Depending on your position in life, if you do that one, you get destroyed. Therefore, they are called as Nishiddha karma. They are millions in number depending on where we are. Like for a deceased person, रोग है तो वो रोग बढ़ेगा ही आपको खाने से या करने से. Therefore, that becomes Nishiddha to him. Generally, in our Shastra, these Varna Ashrama are there. The Varna Ashrama, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grahastha, Sannyasi. According to their dharma, there are many actions they are not supposed to do. They are called as Nishiddha karma. There are general Nishiddha karma, like झूठ बोलना, हिंसा करना, कत्ल करना, धोखा देना. These are all the Nishiddha karma eternally. Because they harm you, they harm the society also. They are all Nishiddha. You can do, but you should not. Like murder. You can do, but it is Nishiddha for all the time. You can cheat with your intelligence, but you should never do because it's Nishiddha karma. You can hurt others, but is it well healthy thing? You will also hurt you. Then both of you will become miserable only. Therefore, they are Nishiddha karma. All Papa karma, Adharma karma, Dushkarma, they are all in the category of Nishiddha karma. So one is that prohibitory Nishiddha, to be refused activities. Okay. And each of you also know what else destroys your time, what destroys your health and all. They are all Nishiddha karma. Okay. Yeah? All the non-positive things. Like in examination hall, whatever you know, you write it. Cheating kar rahe hain, that is Nishiddha karma. In the office, you are getting a salary, live with that. No bribing, that is Nishiddha karma. These are all Nishiddha. Okay. Second type of karma is called Kamya karma. Desire prompted activities. Now, there are some noble desires, some desires allowed according to your position. Some are not allowed. So, some allowed desires to some extent you can do work to fulfill them. So, because of desire to fulfill them, doing karma, that karma are called kamya karma. But they, if they go out of control, they also become destructive and detrimental. For an Adhyatmika sadhaka, for everybody, the Nishita karma is anyway rejected. But for a spiritual seeker, they are told to reduce their kamya karma. Slowly enter into Nishkama karma from the kamya karma. That's what is told to them. Otherwise, we always go, because mind is no control, it will have so many millions of desires gurgling up, and to fulfill them, you don't have resources, you end up in doing negative things. So, kamya karma control nahi kiya, it takes us to Nishiddha karma. Okay, two types of karma. Third is called Nitya karma. The Nitya karmas are every day you have to do the jobs and duties which are giving you salary, etc. This is Nitya karma, Naukri Vijnana. And some Nitya karmas you do, but there's no profit out of them. If you don't do, there is a loss. Like every day you wash your teeth, take your bath, take your breakfast. Nobody given awards because of these daily works. But if you don't do them, it will be very bad. They are called as Nitya karma. We have to do. And again, there are upasanas, puja, yajna, japa. These are all a part of Nitya karma. When they are done every day, the mind becomes sharpened and subtler. And those Nitya karma bhi nahi kare, to फिर काम सब रुक जाएगा घर का. So they are all in the category of Nitya karma. So in your Nitya karma, your professional duties are there, your organizational responsibilities are there, your domestic jobs duties are there, your own personal maintenance are there. They are all called Nitya karma. This is the third one. So first one is Nishiddha, second is Kamya, third is Nitya, fourth is Naimittika karma. Naimittika karma is occasional duties, which are not every day. Like whenever the nation needs you, you go and work. The foreign countries attacking. You have to do. Or the floods are there, cyclones are there. They don't come every day. They are not Nitya karma. So that time we be ready to do the seva. They are called Naimittika karma. In the same way, neighborhood or in your friend circle, so they invite you for marriage. हर दिन शादी थोड़ी करता है वो. गृह प्रवेशम they call you, or somebody's sad demise. So you just go and console or help. They are all नैमित्तिक कर्म. कोई निमित्त से कभी कभी होते हैं. In the same way, in your own house, you only have some function at home. सत्यनारायण व्रतम किया है या कोई गायत्री हवन किया है, ये all नैमित्तिक होता है. So too, there's a marriage at home, or that thread ceremony is there. They are all called naimittika karma. Once in a while they are there. Also in your uncles or family members, somebody is not well or somebody is needing some help. ये जो हर दिन नहीं होते हैं, they are नित्य कर्म, नैमित्तिका. They can be for the society, nation, they can be for your friends, relatives and all. And in your own house it can be. And for you also the naimittika karma. Like you are sent to US for a 1 month project. It's not nitya karma, it's naimittika. एक महीने के लिए करोगे, वापस आ जाओ. So this is the fourth karmas. नैमित्तिक कर्म. कोई ना कोई निमित्त से हमको करना पड़ता है. Last one is called प्रायश्चित्त कर्म. The प्रायश्चित्त karma is whenever we do something wrong, there are some actions, wrong actions, have an atonement. If that is done, that papa goes away, you are saved. That is called prayashchitta. Then our Shastras talk about that also. Some of the negativity sins, the result of it we have to go through only. That cannot be atonement for them. But for many of them, there is a prayashchitta. That prayashchitta doesn't fall in Nitya Naimika Kamya Nishiddha. That's a totally different category. So they also are the karma. Among them, this Nitya Naimittika Prayashchitta, these three together are called Niyata Karma. So what Bhagavan says in 8th shloka, Niyatam Karma Tvam Kuru. Hey Arjun, please do the Niyata Karma only, in which Nitya Naimittika Prayashchitta are there. Never ever take up the Nishita Karma and drop it only finally. And Kamya Karma, if you really want to grow in your life in the form of serving the world, serving the nation, serving society, as in that direction of service orientation, or even spiritually also, then you have to reduce even your Kamya Karmas. The one who is lost in his own desire fulfillment, he cannot grow to the level of helping the world. And there are some great people whose goal is to help and serve the world. Because of them only, the world is surviving, going on beautifully. Is it not? If they all of them are in the kamya karma only, सब अपने खुद गर्जी के काम में हैं, so nobody is working for the totality, then the world won't last longer. So that way काम्य कर्म कम करते जाना. निषिद्ध कर्म तो कभी चुना नहीं, because it's all sin, it will destroy us. It will misguide the society, it will trouble the society also. So Bhagavan, that's how gave us three things. Hey Arjuna, नियत कर्म ही करना, काम्य निषिद्ध नहीं करना. नियत में नित्य नैमित्तिक प्रायश्चित कर्म साधेरु. कर्म ज्यायो हि अकर्मणः. It is always better, nobler to act than being lazy. Sharira yatra vichate na prasidhita karmanah. If you are not performing, your bodily activities get stagnant. Your day-to-day activities also you cannot do. You cannot earn your own livelihood. And so worst of the life is to depend on others, even though we have abilities, even though we have talents, even though we have opportunities. Just out of some reason, some laziness, if we don't perform, we are our own bitterest enemies. Therefore, in life, before acting, we must know, is that action worthy or not? If it is worthy to be done, it's a kartavya, chode bina jarur karna. And if it is understood that it is nitya, is a nishiddha karma, it's a kamya karma, sensitive enough we have to be to avoid it. So that we are not troubled, the world is not troubled because of us. This is how this 8th shloka gives us these three important guidances and directions. Apply them in your life, grow. Beautiful it is. When you avoid the Nishiddha karma, all sins are eliminated. When you reduce or avoid the Kamya karma, your selfishness, greed, etc. goes away. When you do Nitya karma, your life is peaceful. When you do Naimitya karma, you will incur a lot of the Punya. When you do Prayashta karma, whatever existing little mistakes done, that also gets cleared. And these are applicable everywhere. You are an employee somewhere. You are an officer. There are also some Nishiddha karma are there. You should not do. There are some kamya karmas are there. Usko bhi kam karte jana. There are some nitya karma which you have to do every day. And occasionally in the office some special projects come, we have to take up. They are called naimittik karma. And koi gadbad galti ho gaya, send the corrigendums, ask for forgiveness. There are very many prayashchitas are there. So they impose some fine, etc. Depending on different types of mistakes we do. So wherever we are, like you are a student, you have Nishiddha karma as a student, not excessively sleeping, not destroying your mind and its energies in all the unwanted nonsense things. They're all Nishiddha for you. And as a student, your Kamya karma, कम करना है. ओनली लाइफ सर्वाइवल के लिए जो चाहिए उसका ही आपको इच्छा कामना रखना चाहिए. So to नित्य कर्म every day for a student, apart from 6 hours of your school college, 8 hours you have to study. 8-hour study is not for studying the subject. 8-hour study is to train yourself to study 8 hours. Which, when you grow, when you get an opportunity, makes you study 8 hours, with which your knowledge becomes so vast. And what is the highest power and strength in the world? Knowledge only. So Nitya Karma. And what is Naimitya Karma? Whenever the exams come, interviews come, you have to put extra efforts as a student. And Prayashchita Karma, अब फेल हो गया कोई गड़बड़ करके, इसलिए फिर से वो क्या कहते हैं, और एक बार एग्जाम के लिए अप्लाई करके पढ़ना. इस तरह से the everywhere these are there. Like for me also as a Swami, Nishiddha, Nitya, Naimittika, Kamya, Prayashchita karmas are there. So all of them in general they are applicable to everybody, and each one will have their own particular set of these 5 things. So you carry. Bhagavan says, Niyata karma hi karo he Arjuna. So Nitya Naimittika Prayashchita. Then Nishiddha should not be done, Kamya should be reduced. Then Niyatam kuru karmatvam karma jyayo hi akarmanaha. It is always wise, better to perform rather than lazy, even if you have a lot of money. Then Sharira Yatra Vijayana Prasidha Karmanaha. Slowly, if you stop working, all physiological functions, it's called technically unused atrophy. They just give it up. है ना, पैदल चलना बंद करो तो चलना का तो मुश्किल हो जाता है. नीचे बैठना कम करो, कुर्सी पे बैठो, उसके बाद घुटने झुकेंगे नहीं. This is the meaning of te akarmanaha sharira yatrapi cha na prasidhyetu. So that's how the thought for the day. Wish you all the best. In our common sense thought, we discussed about waste not the resources. And in Gita, we understood about which actions to be done, which not to be done. Let's conclude with the chanting. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Niyatam Kuru Karma Tvam Karma Jyayo Hya Karmanaha शरीरयात्रापि च ते न प्रसिद्ध्येद कर्मणः. That is the talk for the day. Wish you all the best. Enjoy your life, not in laziness, but in performing and achieving. God bless you all. May you all be recognized in your achievements, resources, and performances by the world. May you be given more and more opportunities and chances and recognitions. May none of you go unnoticed. May none of your performances go unnoticed. May that way you all be the beacon lights or pillars for the support of entire nation, world, humanity, all living beings, the entire universe. That is my lofty vision for you all. Thanks, friends. God bless you. Tomorrow will come with another sweet topic. Please forward this to known people. As I was telling you, evening also I have classes for the elders on Bhagavatam and Ramayanam. Morning also I am doing Upanishad and Yoga Sutras. Even you also can attend. Why not? You can learn from them. Right. Take leave. God bless.